The galaxy had known peace only under fear. For more than 3,000 cycles, the Zorvath Empire ruled star systems without challenge. Their fleets were endless. Their weapons burned planets into silence. Entire species learned one truth early: resist, and you disappear. When Earth was discovered, the Empire expected the same result. Humanity was young. One small world. A fragile species. When the Zorvath Council sent their demand, it was short and final. Surrender your world. Pay tribute. Serve the Empire. Earth did not answer for 3 days. The Empire laughed. On the 4th day, a human message arrived. No threats. No begging. Only a single line. Earth refuses. The Zorvath leaders watched the transmission in silence. Then the chamber filled with laughter. A minor world had dared to refuse. The decision was easy. They would make an example. A massive war fleet moved toward Earth space. Thousands of ships. Enough firepower to erase a star system. The galaxy watched, waiting for another lesson written in blood. But something strange happened. Earth did not send fleets. No armada appeared. No planetary shields activated. No soldiers marched. Instead, a single human vessel entered Zorvath-controlled space. It was small. Unarmed. Silent. The Empire was confused. The ship docked at the outer station, and from it stepped 12 humans. No armor. No visible weapons. Just simple dark uniforms and calm eyes. The Zorvath officers scanned them. Weak bodies. Soft skin. Slow reflexes. The Empire laughed again. "These are your soldiers," one commander mocked. The humans did not reply. They were escorted through the station, past towering alien guards and watching cameras. They showed no fear. No anger. No pride. That worried the Empire more than weapons ever could. The humans requested only one thing. To speak. The Council allowed it. They wanted entertainment before destruction. A human woman stepped forward. Her voice was calm. Almost gentle. "Earth did not send soldiers," she said. "We sent humans." The chamber erupted in laughter. The Zorvath did not understand the difference. The woman continued. "Your empire is strong. Your fleets are powerful. But strength is not what breaks empires." The laughter stopped. "Humans are trained to endure loss," she said. "We adapt. We wait. We learn. And when the time comes, we do not fight your armies." A pause. "We fight your system." The Council ordered her removed. Enough words. Enough games. The humans were imprisoned, scattered across different facilities. Interrogated. Studied. Watched. And that was the mistake. Within weeks, strange things began to happen. A supply station failed without warning. No attack. No sabotage detected. It simply stopped working. A border world delayed its tribute shipment. Then another. Then 5 more. Zorvath commanders started arguing. Accusing each other. Trust cracked. The Empire blamed coincidence. They should not have. Human prisoners asked simple questions. Learned routines. Listened more than they spoke. Guards began to doubt their orders. Workers questioned their loyalty. No shots were fired. No alarm sounded. But the Empire's perfect machine began to slow. On Earth, humanity waited. They watched the stars. They listened to reports. They prepared for loss, not victory. The galaxy still believed Earth was doomed. The Zorvath believed the same. They did not yet understand the truth. Earth never planned to win the war quickly. They planned to make the Empire destroy itself. And this was only the beginning. The Zorvath Empire believed the danger had passed. The humans were captured, separated, watched at all times. No weapons. No fleets. No threats from Earth. To the Empire, the problem was already solved. That belief was another mistake. The humans did not resist their imprisonment. They followed rules. Ate what they were given. Spoke only when spoken to. To the guards, they looked broken. But humans were not trained to fight with strength. They were trained to survive inside cages. Each human learned their environment carefully. They counted steps. Watched patrol patterns. Noted which guards were tired, which were proud, which were afraid. They spoke to them. Not about war. About life. One guard spoke of his family on a distant world. A human listened. Another guard complained about unfair commanders. A human agreed quietly. Seeds were planted. Across the Empire, systems began to fail in small ways. Nothing dramatic. Nothing that looked like an attack. Navigation data updated late. Fuel shipments arrived with missing numbers. Communication delays caused fleets to wait for orders that never came. Zorvath commanders argued. Someone was making mistakes. Someone always was. The Empire blamed lower ranks. Officers were punished. Workers were replaced. Fear increased. That only helped the humans. Fear made people talk. Human prisoners were moved again and again as the Empire tried to contain the problem. Each transfer spread something invisible. Doubt. A human technician helped fix a broken console. He asked why the Empire needed so many ships if peace was real. The worker had no answer. A human medic treated a wounded alien. She asked why loyal worlds lived in poverty while the core worlds grew rich. The question stayed. The Empire's strength depended on obedience. Humans attacked belief. Zorvath intelligence finally noticed patterns. Not sabotage. Not rebellion. Influence. They searched for a leader. They found none. Each human worked alone. No communication. No orders. No signs of coordination. That terrified the Empire. Because it meant this was not chaos. It was training. Back on Earth, humanity prepared for the worst. The fleet remained hidden. Cities hardened defenses. People were told the truth. Many would die. They accepted it. Humans had learned long ago that survival was not about avoiding pain. It was about enduring it longer than the enemy. The Zorvath Empire finally acted. They ordered full mobilization. Warships began moving toward Earth space. Planet-killer weapons were activated. The galaxy watched in fear as the largest war fleet in history advanced. And still, Earth sent nothing. No threats. No warnings. Only silence. Inside the Empire, that silence became unbearable. Worlds stopped reporting. Governors demanded answers. Trade routes collapsed. The Empire's grip weakened with every passing cycle. The Zorvath believed they were facing an enemy they could not see. They were wrong. The enemy was everywhere. And the humans were only getting started. The Zorvath Empire was still powerful. Their fleets filled space. Their weapons could still burn worlds. On paper, nothing had changed. But inside the Empire, something was wrong. Very wrong. Orders began to conflict. One command said advance. Another said wait. A third said retreat. Officers argued in open channels. Trust began to rot. The Empire had never trained for confusion. They had trained for obedience. Human prisoners were now everywhere: research stations, trade hubs, prison moons, repair yards. The Empire tried to track them, but it was too late. The humans were already part of the system. They did not shout. They did not lead revolts. They did not call themselves heroes. They asked questions. Why does this world starve while the core worlds grow rich? Why do commanders live in luxury while soldiers die? Why must fear be the only law? The questions spread faster than any virus. Some aliens ignored them. Some laughed. But some listened. On one mining world, workers slowed production. Not rebellion, just exhaustion. On another planet, a governor delayed fleet support, claiming technical issues. On a third, a loyal fleet commander hesitated before firing on civilians. Hesitation was new. The Zorvath called emergency councils. They blamed traitors. They blamed spies. They blamed each other. They never blamed themselves. Humanity understood something the Empire never had. An empire does not fall when its ships are destroyed. It falls when its people stop believing. The Zorvath finally made a brutal choice. They ordered mass executions of human prisoners. They believed fear would restore control. Instead, it confirmed every doubt the humans had planted. Guards refused orders. Some looked away. Some helped humans escape. Others simply walked off their posts. The Empire responded with force. And force broke what little unity remained. Across the galaxy, worlds began to speak openly. Some demanded independence. Others refused tribute. A few declared neutrality. The Zorvath Empire had never faced choice before. Choice terrified them. Earth watched everything. Human commanders studied data streams showing empire-wide failure. This was not victory. Not yet. Earth knew what was coming next. Rage. An empire that cannot control its people always turns its weapons outward. The Zorvath Supreme Command issued its final order. Exterminate Earth. Every remaining loyal fleet turned toward human space. Planet Cracker weapons powered up. The galaxy held its breath. This time, Earth answered. Not with words. Earth's defenses activated. Fleets emerged from hidden locations. Cities evacuated underground. Humanity prepared to lose millions. They did not panic. They had planned for this moment. The humans sent earlier were never meant to survive. They were meant to buy time. As the Zorvath fleet moved, something unexpected happened. Half the Empire's fleets never arrived. Some ships refused orders. Others claimed system failures. A few turned back to protect their home worlds. The Zorvath screamed in fury. Their greatest weapon, control, was gone. Still, enough ships reached Earth to end it all. The first shots were fired. Worlds burned. Human cities vanished in fire and light. Billions watched live broadcasts across the galaxy as Earth bled. The Zorvath believed this would end the war. They were wrong. Humanity did not break. Earth had lost worlds before. Lost people before. Humanity endured pain differently. Every loss hardened them. As Earth burned, hidden human strike fleets moved. Silent. Precise. They did not target planets. They targeted command centers. And the Empire would soon learn the final truth. Humans were never trying to win the war. They were trying to end the Empire forever. The attack on Earth was meant to be final. The Zorvath Empire did not come to conquer. They came to erase. Planet Cracker weapons fired without warning. Human defense fleets fought bravely, but the enemy numbers were overwhelming. Earth's skies burned. Entire cities vanished in light. Oceans boiled near impact zones. Billions across the galaxy watched the destruction live. Many believed they were seeing the end of humanity. The Zorvath celebrated. This is what happens when weakness resists power, their leaders declared. But they misunderstood humans once again. Earth had prepared for this moment long before the war began. Deep beneath ruined cities, shelters opened. Human civilians survived where possible. Emergency systems activated automatically. Humanity bent, but did not break. And while the Zorvath focused on destroying Earth, they missed what humans were doing elsewhere. Human strike fleets moved through hidden routes. No massive battles. No grand displays. Just small, fast ships hitting precise targets. Communication hubs vanished. Command relays went dark. Supply depots exploded in silence. The Zorvath war fleet began to lose coordination. Orders stopped arriving. Fleets waited for commands that never came. Some Zorvath admirals panicked and acted alone. Others froze, afraid of making the wrong choice. The Empire's strength had always depended on perfect order. Now, there was none. Inside the Empire, chaos spread faster than fire. Rebellions erupted openly. Worlds declared independence. Old enemies returned. Trade collapsed. The Empire was fighting itself while trying to destroy Earth. The humans trapped inside the Empire made their final move. Some escaped. Some were killed. Some stayed behind to finish their work. They transmitted one final message across open channels. We showed you fear was a lie. The message spread everywhere. Guards dropped weapons. Officers fled. Loyal fleets turned back to protect their own worlds. The Zorvath Supreme Command screamed for obedience. No one listened. Earth was wounded. Burning. Bleeding. But humanity was still fighting. Human fleets regrouped near the edge of their space. Damaged ships were repaired. Crews replaced the fallen. No speeches were given. No heroes were named. Humans did not fight for glory. They fought because they refused to disappear. The Zorvath launched one final push toward Earth. Their remaining loyal ships gathered for a last strike. If this failed, the Empire would fall. Earth's commanders knew it. This was the final moment. Human fleets moved forward, not to defend Earth, but to end the war. They targeted the heart of the Empire. The Zorvath home system. As the two forces closed in, the galaxy held its breath. This was no longer about territory or power. It was about survival. And for the first time in its long history, the Zorvath Empire felt fear. Real fear. Because they finally understood the truth. Earth never wanted revenge. They wanted an ending. And the final act was about to begin. The Zorvath home system had never seen war. For thousands of cycles, it was untouchable. Protected by fleets, shields, and fear. No enemy had ever reached its borders. Until now. Human fleets emerged from hyperspace without warning. They did not announce themselves. They did not threaten. They did not ask for surrender. They went straight for command. Human strike ships moved with precision. Communication towers vanished first. Defense grids followed. The Zorvath fleet tried to respond, but there were no clear orders left to follow. The Empire's leaders screamed at their screens. Nothing answered. Across the system, loyal fleets hesitated. Some fired. Some retreated. Others powered down completely. The Empire's greatest strength, unity, was gone. Humans advanced slowly. Not in rage. In control. The Zorvath Supreme Council attempted one final broadcast to the galaxy. They promised revenge. They promised extinction. They promised fear. A human signal cut them off. The same human woman from the first meeting appeared on screen. Calm. Steady. Human. You believed power came from fleets, she said. You believed fear created loyalty. You believed humans were weak. She paused. You were wrong. The message was sent everywhere. Every world. Every fleet. Every species that had lived under Zorvath rule. Then the humans did something unexpected. They stopped. No planet crackers fired. No mass destruction followed. Instead, human fleets surrounded the homeworld and waited. The galaxy did not understand. The Zorvath Council demanded to know why Earth hesitated. The answer was simple. Empires die when they are seen, the human said. Not when they are destroyed. Human forces transmitted evidence. Records of oppression. Executions. Lies. Worlds stripped bare. Species erased. Truth flooded the galaxy. One by one, Zorvath-controlled worlds declared independence. Some peacefully. Some violently. The empire collapsed under its own history. The Zorvath homeworld surrendered without a final battle. Not because they were defeated in war. But because they had no one left to rule. Earth survived. Not whole. Not unscarred. Cities were lost. Billions were dead. Humanity mourned in silence. But Earth still stood. The galaxy watched in awe and fear. Humanity did not celebrate. They rebuilt. They remembered the fallen. They warned the stars. A single message was recorded and archived across known space. Humans do not seek to rule. We do not seek worship. But if forced to fight. A pause. We will end empires. The galaxy learned that day that humanity was not dangerous because of strength. They were dangerous because they were patient. Because they adapted. Because they refused to break. And from that moment on, no empire ever laughed at Earth again.